Misunderstandings about our personal boundaries often arise in relationships with others. What seems obvious to us may be completely unclear to those around us. It's important to remember that the perception of comfort and acceptable behavior is individual. An action or word that one person perceives as normal or even a sign of attention can cause discomfort or offense to another. That's why the ability to clearly and calmly explain our boundaries is key to healthy and harmonious relationships.
I propose a simple and effective four-step formula that will help you communicate your needs and expectations to another person. It will help you express your feelings and needs without blame or aggression, as well as explain to the other person what behavior you consider acceptable and why. By using these steps sequentially, you will increase the likelihood that your boundaries will be heard and respected, which in turn will strengthen your relationships and improve your emotional well-being. This formula is not a panacea, but it is a valuable tool in your interpersonal communication skills toolkit. Describe the situation. State the fact. Start with a neutral and objective description of the situation or the specific action that crossed your boundaries. Avoid judgmental language, accusations, and emotional outbursts. Focus on observable facts. For example, just now you raised your voice at me. When you take my things without asking, last night you called me after 11. In our last exchange, you used the phrase. 2. Describe your reaction, what you felt, what you thought. After stating the fact, share your feelings and thoughts that arose in connection with the situation. Use I statements to express your experiences without blaming the other person. Talk about your emotions, not their intentions or character. For example, when you raised your voice at me, I felt uncomfortable and unheard. When you take my things without asking, I feel like my personal space is being invaded. Last night, when you called me after 11, I thought something urgent had happened, and I got very worried. And then I couldn't fall asleep for a long time. In our last exchange, when you used the phrase "akokon," I felt offended. 3. Explain specifically what needs to change, or what behavior you would prefer. Clearly and specifically state what behavior you consider acceptable for yourself and what you would like to change in the future. Be as clear as possible and avoid vague wording. For example, I would like it if in the future you spoke to me in a calm tone. It's important to me that my personal belongings remain untouched without my permission. I'm asking you not to call me after 10 in the evening unless it's a truly urgent matter. In the future, please choose more respectful language when communicating with me. 3. Explain specifically what needs to change, or what behavior you would prefer. Clearly and specifically state what behavior you consider acceptable for yourself and what you would like to change in the future. Be as clear as possible and avoid vague wording. For example, I would like it if in the future you spoke to me in a calm tone. It's important to me that my personal belongings remain untouched without my permission. I'm asking you not to call me after 10 in the evening unless it's a truly urgent matter. In the future, please choose more respectful language when communicating with me. 3. 4. Describe the positive and negative consequences. What will happen if they listen to you? What positive changes will occur? And what consequences await if they don't listen? Explain what positive changes will occur in your relationship if the person listens to your request and respects your boundaries. It's also important to outline the consequences, not necessarily punitive, but rather logical or related to your future behavior, if your boundaries continue to be violated. For example, if you speak to me calmly, our conversations will become more productive and pleasant, and I will feel more confident communicating with you. Or, if this continues, I will find it difficult to continue this conversation, and I will have to end it. If my belongings are left undisturbed, I will feel more respected in my personal space, and our relationship will become more trusting. Or, if this happens again, I will have to keep my things in a place inaccessible to you, which I would rather not do. If you don't call me late at night without a real emergency, I will be able to sleep better and will be more energetic during the day, which will positively affect our interactions. Or, if such calls continue, I will have to put my phone on silent at night. If in the future you are more mindful of your words, our communication will be more comfortable and we can avoid misunderstandings. Or, if you continue to use such expressions, I will find it difficult to maintain a close relationship with you. By using this formula, you will be able to communicate your boundaries more effectively to those around you, thereby fostering the development of healthier, more respectful, and more harmonious relationships. Remember that setting boundaries is not an act of selfishness, but rather an important step towards preserving your emotional well-being and self-respect.